Learning to drive as humans do. Reinforcement learning for autonomous navigation. Think back for a moment to the first time you ever drove a car. It was you, it was whoever was teaching you, the steering wheel, gas, brake, clutch, and the shifter. No LiDAR, no sensors, no GPS, no cameras. Learning to drive was a white-knuckle manual process. If you wanted to get across town, you simply willed the car in that direction and dealt with whatever came at you. You figured it out. If you did well, you hopefully got some positive feedback. If you did poorly, you got some constructive feedback, and eventually you just learned how to drive. In today's paper, the authors argue that way that you and I learned how to drive is fundamentally different from the way that we're teaching autonomous vehicles to drive. And they've built a system that trains an autonomous car way more like the way that you and I learned. Trial and error. On today's episode of Journal Club, we're going to explore what they built and how it's different. We'll look at how they used a variational autoencoder to distill high-res images down to latent vectors, how they used state and action spaces to define the problem, how they structured their reward system to properly incentivize their algorithm, and how they used a replay buffer to store memories of the driving experience and then revisit them with off-policy learning. If you're already subscribed to our email newsletter, then you'll be getting this episode in text and audio form delivered to your inbox in the next few hours. Journal Club. The latest academic research explained in plain English.